Ah. Ah. Welcome to the stream.
I see a medic and supply officer over there. If they know you're with me, they'll likely offer their assistance.
Welcome to the land of good, you know. Ah, it's been a while.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Hold on though, we gonna... Oh, I can get all y'all to come up. That's what I need. Need all of that. Nah, that should be... Damn. I might have to come back to this guy. I just need 20,000. But from where? Say the rest.
You can never be too...
This is
all of
perfect!
that.
I'll have everybody's mouths watering when they see this.
Oh, it took something down. Anyway, welcome to the stream. I know. Let's get it. Alright. Are these enemies?
Damn it! Lennigus soldiers.
Any way we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
Well, so much for them not wanting to fight.
Oh! I am Lord Dohalim of Helda Menencia. I command you.
The rest of the city must be erased.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not, if they want to fight, they got one.
Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning! Primed and ready!
You're
Come
mine.
on! far beyond the darkest sky.
The enemy's are too strong. Split it open!
Bring you
Be
down.
my guest!
All disasters made one. Come forth, the healing
Not
fury.
today!
Middle down.
Down! You're all
Close one.
by the power of water! Far enough!
Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Dance in the wind. Air thrust.
Take this! Try this! I can carve through armor! Get out of
Alvin. Astral energy.
Say no more! The flame inside me can't to be let free! Dragon
Middle
Force!
thrust.
Sonic Thrust!
Arc seal. Not in your dreams.
Fire support!
Look sharp!
Lightning. Downfall.
Rising Wyvern!
Out of action. This one. Shooting star.
If it's in the sky, it's
Which
mine.
They do.
This one's mine.
Do it! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Now stop the light. That's what I'm talking about.
Come forth, the healing security! This is it! Maelstrom! I'll heal you all!
Rising Wyvern!
Far enough!
Healing circle!
Thanks,
I don't know how many times you had it.
I can carve through armor! Finish it! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Those soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across so far.
Yeah, they weren't big talkers, that's for sure. They just attacked without warning.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by Dohalim's presence either.
Indeed. They seem to recognize us as enemies, nothing more. And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats. A few frenzied Zeugles during experiments here and there, but not much else.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers and slaves we met back in Ganath Haros. The ones in blind devotion to Volron.
I've never seen anything like that here on Lenegis before.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here, and the soldiers are their way of letting us know.
What with the Red Woman, the Sovereign, and Volron, we're starting to develop quite the growing list of adversaries. At least we'll know to keep our wits about us. That's no ordinary enemy I see.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Air thrust! Dance in the wind!
Glacial
Air!
No further!
These ones can run rings around us!
The flame inside me
Dance in the
can't
wind!
be let free!
Air thrust!
That's it!
Healing circle! All disasters made one! Come
Glacial
forth, the healing
spear.
Here's the evil!
Now you see what I can do!
Freeze Lancer! Here's a healing arc!
Eat dirt!
First aid! All disasters made one! Come forth, the healing security!
Leave the
Make it rain!
to me! Yeah! And in an instant! Impact Claw!
All disasters made one! Come forth, the healing security! I never miss! Maelstrom!
This one's mine!
Searing flame! Reload!
Time to let it rip!
One more!
Denied!
Dazzle!
Lightning!
Rising
Healing
Falcon!
flame of
Eat
fury! Burning strike!
Glacial spear.
Here's evil! Dance in the wind!
I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire!
Alvin! Astral energy!
Say no more!
What was that, Alvin?
feel sprightlier than before.
Go no further!
Hurricane strike!
Air Look at the healing heart!
Now you see what I can do!
Hurricane strike! Dance in the air thrust! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Flame of fury!
Prepare to be sealed! No further!
Hurricane strike! Here's the healing heart! First aid!
Double demon hit! Eat dirt!
By the power of water! All disasters made one! I'm out of ammo! Forth, the healing security! Maelstrom!
Nothing gets by me!
Finish it off! Let the marksman handle this!
Hurricane strike!
All disasters made one! Come forth, the healing!
Order won't save you!
Annihilation! Sorry!
Come on! You on guard! Take this!
You made me angry. That was a bad idea.
Eat dirt!
I still got the result in me!
That's it!
Air thrust!
No further!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare to Malika! Switch to offense.
All disasters made one! Come forth, the healing security! Maelstrom!
This one's
Here
mine.
goes!
Glacial fire!
Dance in the wind!
Sonic
Air
thrust!
thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! All disasters made one! Come forth, the healing
Eat dirt!
security!
Glacial spear.
Piercing Maelstrom!
Ready to go!
Here's the healing art!
Far enough.
Sword Ring Alpha! You! Thanks!
All disasters!
That'll bring you down.
Crescent Moon!
Maelstrom! Lunar corruption!
Double demon
Air thrust!
water!
Now we're not.
I'm nearly done for. You're moving!
Don't give up!
The power of light. All right.
Maelstrom! Thanks so much!
No chance. I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Appreciate the help.
Not in your dreams!
Piercing
All
ray.
disasters made one! Come forth!
This one's
Here's the
mine.
healing art! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
I'll take you all on. Ha!
Gotta take her down, y'all.
Flare to Malika.
Water! Air thrust! Here's a healing art! Dance in the wind!
Shattering of pieces! Attack time!
Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! All disasters made one! Come forth, the healing
This one's
security!
mine!
Maelstrom!
On guard!
Solar blast!
Got him.
All disasters made one! Come forth, the healing security!
It's time!
This one's mine! Hurricane strike! Here's a healing art! On guard!
Take this!
Dance in the wind!
Sword Ring Alpha!
Air thrust!
Yeah,
No further!
you know it's taking all of it to get done.
Into the shadow!
Eat dirt!
Dance in the wind!
Shattering in pieces! Attack time! Here I come!
Going in!
I'll smash you!
If I'm gonna start using Xeon, I gotta
Dance in the wind!
going.
One keeps charging us!
That's what my shield says. Get behind me.
Done!
Dance
I'll leave
in
it
the
to you!
wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Not on my watch!
Sword Ring Alpha!
Out of ammo! Dance in the wind! Healing art! Air thrust! All disasters made one! Come forth, the healing!
It's time to finish this.
Oh,
Die! Consuming wildfire!
I don't have much left.
First aid! Here's another! Bullseye! Kisara! Frozen!
got him.
Hammer.
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.
Like, take a break, my love. I guess that's all I can do. Alright, oh wait, her arts. Oh yeah, and her freeze laser. Alright, we'll try.
No balance. Down. Engaging. Negative
This one's mine! Where are you going? Go back to your range attack!
Go, CC.
Almost there. Fire support.
Oh man.
Loaded. Stand back. Armor won't save you.
Hurricane
Burst.
On guard!
That's right, CC.
All yours, Kisara.
Searing tempest! And that's my will!
Does it hurt?
Tornado! Tiger blade! Hurricane ready!
Might with blackened blade.
Confiscated! Freeze lance!
Aggressive chair.
Untouched score! Now my Searing tempest! And that's my will! Flare tornado! Lightning! Hurricane! Eat dirt! Hurricane!
Blood. Rending you.
Searing
Bloody
tempest! Bizarre!
Everlasting dark.
Go for it!
Let's go.
Prepare to crumble.
Let's go.
Take this.
That's my cue!
In a bind. Shut him down. I can carve through armor.
Here, where
Like
are you
deal?
going? Hurricane
Big blast.
This one's mine! Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
Oh. I'm sorry, arts.
Almost there.
Here goes!
Oh my god.
Confiscated! Searing tempest! Hurricane will! Flare tornado!
No.
Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
Negative flame inside me. Yours will be let free. Glimmer blast. I'll smash you. Air pressure. Ignite.
Searing tempest output!
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone! Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
Bloody
Freeze laser!
Eagle assault. Air pressure.
I like that freeze lancer.
I need to be stronger.
Cool, man. Oh no, you can't even recover because we don't have the stuff. As far as art though. The annihilation, freeze tornado, and everything. I should get spread. Freeze lancer and shot. I believe I'm going the right way. Oh, we got a rice recipe. Alright. Come on. Nice. Alright. Let's get into it.
I won't forgive you!
Now you'll learn!
Denied!
Freeze Lancer!
Storm! Do it! I'll grind you into
They really don't give up, do they?
Damn it!
Annihilation!
Tempest!
I'm ready! Hurricane Strike! I never miss!
This one's mine!
Glacial Spear!
This one's mine! Hurricane!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Freeze Lancer! Not in your dreams!
Now you've gone and ticked me off! Heal! Appreciate the help! Eagle Fly! Crumble! Hurricane!
Annihilation! I'm gone! Searing Tempest!
Burn! Captivity! Ready and ready! Look sharp!
Do it! Kisara!
Got
Go for
him.
it!
Prepare to crumble!
That's the first one.
Now you see what I can do!
Hurricane!
Air pressure! This one's mine!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Darn up!
Freeze Lancer!
Storm! Heal! Talon Hurricane!
Searing
He is feeling back.
Active Will! Flare Tornado! Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Primed and ready!
Hurricane Strike!
Glacial Spear! Ready!
One more! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous Claw!
Jesus
Jolene!
Lord.
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
Hurricane
The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Here and now! This one's mine!
He really made us work for that.
He did not. Annihilation cool. First aid, recovery, resurrection. Burning strike. Might need to keep
That one.
spread. Yeah.
Those soldiers don't seem to have any qualms about attacking on sight.
Is someone making them
Oh, we
stand?
gotta fight another one of them.
Pow!
Hurricane Strike! Searing
It does it!
Tempest! How about that? Will!
Take this!
Hurricane Tornado! I think I'll pass on the handshake. Searing Tempest! And that's not Will!
Armor won't save you!
I'm gone! One more! Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Freeze Lancer!
Inspiration! See this all day?
Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Thanks, Kisara!
I'll thank you. I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the
Why they keep throwing this big joint at us?
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
flame inside!
Incantation ruined.
Glacial Spear! Primed and ready!
Couldn't make it in time.
This one's mine! Heal!
Searing Tempest! And next! Hurricane Strike! Flare Tornado! Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Freeze Lancer! Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Freeze Lancer! Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Freeze Lancer!
Oh, I love CC.
Prepare to be sealed! Roll now!
Hurricane Strike! Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
I'm ready!
Freeze Lancer!
Heal!
Crescent Moon! Searing
Anything in
Tempest!
armor
And
is
next
all
I
mine!
will!
Burn!
Flare Tornado! Hurricane Strike!
Armor won't save you!
Searing Tempest! And next I will! Flare Here's evil.
Shouldn't
Come on,
have
y'all.
messed with me.
Now my clothes are ruined.
I've used too
Freeze
much.
Lancer. Glacial Spear. Here's evil.
Time, freeze it again.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Oh, I think it's weak to thunder.
Glacial Spear. Here's evil.
That's enough!
Freeze Lancer.
This one's all mine! First strike! Burn in hell! I'll run you
Not your
through!
dreams. I never fit.
Talon Hurricane! That's it! Inferno Punch!
Hurricane Freeze Lancer.
Now!
Glacial Spear. Pierce evil. A new lease on life.
Take this! Anything in armor is all mine!
Freeze
I'll
Lancer.
smash you!
Glacial Spear. Pierce evil. Freeze Lancer. Glacial Spear. Pierce evil. Before it all.
Everlasting jump!
Glacial Spear. Pierce evil. Freeze Lancer. Glacial Spear. Pierce evil.
Negative burn in hell!
Freeze Lancer.
Guardian Field!
Searing Tempest. And that's my will. Here goes.
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Benediction light.
Searing Tempest. And that's my will. Flare Tornado. Glacial Spear. Pierce evil.
I can carve through armor!
Freeze Lancer. Glacial Spear. Pierce evil. Freeze Lancer.
I'll finish you here and now! Yours to be let free!
I'm ready. Freeze Lancer.
Begin! Dance on the way!
Glacial Spear. Pierce evil.
Ready to go!
Freeze Lancer.
I'll tear you apart! Shield to be used! Can't get out of this!
Glacial Spear. Pierce evil. Freeze Lancer.
I won't give in! Here!
Not on my watch. Glacial Spear. I never miss. Glacial Spear.
Oh, man.
You see what happened there as you crossed... Should have done that.
Glacial Spear. Pierce evil.
Do this all day!
Freeze Lancer.
Resonate with the earth! Take... I'll crush you!
Come on, we almost got him, guys.
Reflexes! Tenebrous
Don't
claw!
lose it.
I'm on it! Whirlwind snap! Armor won't save! Watch this!
Freeze Lancer.
Dust to dust! Reflect on that
Guardian Glacial Spear. Pierce evil. Freeze Lancer.
Execution! Here and now! Everlasting
Glacial
darkness.
Spear.
Negative
Pierce
gate.
evil.
There you are! On your knees!
Freeze Lancer.
Air pressure!
Glacial Spear.
This one's all mine! Resonate with the earth!
Here goes.
Stalagmite!
Confiscated.
On your knees!
Glacial Spear.
Nothing gets by me! Air pressure!
Freeze Lancer.
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Glacial Spear.
Bathed in blood! Rending you a bloody
Glacial Spear. Pierce evil. Damn it.
I'll smash you!
Where are you going?
You require a hand. Can't get out of this!
Glacial Spear. Pierce evil.
It's on! Negative
Glad I moved.
bloody! I let my guard down. Forgive me.
Freeze Lancer.
This
Glacial
battle is
Spear.
stacked heavy against us.
So we regroup and try again.
You're right. We must play intelligently.
Not in your dreams. Freeze Lancer. Glacial Spear.
I'm ready!
Don't leave.
Got it.
This one's got your name on it.
Ashes to ashes!
Does anyone else think this may be just...
It might be. Alright, now that everybody is over.
Just a bit too tough for us.
So we can come out here, run all the way down, then go to the objective. Of course, there's gonna be monsters back here, you see?
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Hear my call.
Glacial Spear.
Here's the evil. Come forth, the helix of fury. It's like trying to keep up with a wolf. All disasters made one. Come forth, the helix of fury. No more playing nice.
Demon
Water, hear my call. All disasters made one. Come forth, the helix.
Now we're next. This one's mine.
Maelstrom.
Glacial. Where are you going? Infernal punch. I'm ready. Take this.
Will this help?
Armor won't save you.
Maelstrom.
In a bind.
Healing
I'm
circle.
on. Far enough. I'm on a roll now.
Close one. All disasters made one. Come forth, the healing Maelstrom. Here's the evil. Water, hear my call. All disasters. Water, hear my call. Not in your dreams. All disasters made one.
Commander of Heaven. Phoenix Cyclone.
Defend it.
All
Defend it.
disasters made
Burn.
Damn it. Out of ammo. Maelstrom. Sweet dreams. Dance in the wind. And out. Water, hear my call. Here. Failure's not
Away.
Here's the evil. Magic attack. I'll take it from here. Let's see how
Got
you
it.
handle this. Deus roar. All disasters made one. Come forth,
carve
the
through
healers of
armor.
purity.
I'm on it. Sucker
Stick.
punch.
Maelstrom.
Glacial Spear.
Easter.
Alpha.
This one's mine. Close one.
You picked the wrong fight.
Dance in the wind. Here goes. Air thrust.
Take this. You're mine.
All disasters made one. Do it.
That's how you jump.
I felt better, that's for sure. Go no
I don't
further.
even know what level we are.
You got spirit!
Close one. Air the truth. Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Let me help. All disasters made one. Come forth, the healers of purity. All disasters made one. Come forth,
Take
the
this. Armor won't save. Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno. Demon Fang. Finish it. Look sharp.
Okay.
Lightning Tiger Blade.
All disasters made one. Come forth, the helix of purity.
Eat this.
Maelstrom.
Ready to go.
Damn it!
Denied. No further. Demon Fang.
This one's mine. That'll bring you down. Maelstrom. Here I go. I'm only getting started. Mega Red. Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Too much to handle. Ow. Do it. Far beyond. Astral energy. Full throttle. All disasters. I'm only getting come forth. The healing of purity. Hear me. Flame of doom. Water. Hear my call.
Burn in hell.
Here, let me help. Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Do it. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
can become even stronger.
That's the hope. Sweetheart, that's the hope.
Right, here goes!
Healing of disaster.
Now you see what I can do!
Helix of purity. Water. Maelstrom.
You think that shield will save you?
Take this! It does it!
All disaster. Here goes.
Far enough!
I'll heal you all.
Do this today!
Maelstrom.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
All disasters made one. Come forth, Helix of purity. Maelstrom. Not on my watch. All disasters made one. Come forth, Helix of purity.
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
There, dance in the wind. Maelstrom. Where are you going? Where that came from? Here goes. Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Dance in the wind. Air thrust.
No further!
Air thrust.
Ignite!
You get the gist. Air thrust. All disaster.
Be still! Finish it!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Now y'all just in our way.
We're still standing. Barely.
The woman in red.
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was Sovereigns only.
Alphen.
Oh?
Yes! It opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
What?
What the?
What happened?
Alphen.
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our
this
parts
what happened.
as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Dahnan. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for, let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imeris. Try to remember this time.
Oh, she looks like Xion.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans,
And
I
she
mean.
said the same thing as Xion.
How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dana. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
Whoa. Did they all see that?
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to, she looked exactly like Xion.
It was Naori. Naori Imaris. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's
what
right.
she said.
She really does look like Xion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't
There
feel
wasn't
it?
any darkness.
The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Danan astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dana's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegus. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Xion, you okay?
Yeah. It was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you?
Nah, for real.
How are you holding up?
Me?
I think she is Naori.
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dana or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.
Man, so we gotta fight illusions. That's right, get ready, Shishi. Shoot, we're gonna have to fight. Man, alright. Oh, it's the woman in red. Oh no, it's not.
Faria, how did you get in here?
Wait, something about her isn't right.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
Bro, what is that?
A summoning?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power
We
when...
can talk later. Here it comes!
What? I've never known Faria to control Zeugles like that before.
How about with a stone that was suspiciously like a master sword?
Where did you get our hands on that?
First we handle the Zeugles, then we get some answers.
Get a word! All disasters may run! Come forth and heal us of purity!
Come on, y'all. Fight hard, y'all. Fight hard.
Back into the fray!
You're mine! Rising Weapon!
All disasters!
Now or never.
Mega Ray!
Dragon Swarm!
Healing circle!
Demon Fang!
It's in the sky, it's mine!
Demon Fang! Turbo Demon Fang!
Nail crush! Lightning! Downfall!
Armor won't save you!
All disasters may pierce evil! Nail strike!
You almost got him.
All disasters blah blah
This
blah!
one's mine!
Annihilation! Eagle Assault!
Nothing gets by me!
Eagle Fly! Arc Seal!
I'm just getting started!
All disasters may one! Come forth and heal us of purity!
Pull myself
Radiant Maelstrom! I'm out of ammo! I'm all knocked up!
You're mine!
Annihilation!
I'm not done!
Mega Ray! All disasters may one! Come forth and heal us of purity!
All mine!
Here, let me help! Maelstrom! First aid!
Come on, tag. Tag.
All disasters may one!
Mine!
Come forth and heal us! Gemini Ultra! All disasters made one! Come forth and heal us of purity!
Take this! Dragon Shell! Eternal
Maelstrom! Gemini Ultra!
Demon Fang!
In a bind!
Keep charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Denied!
Phoenix!
Nick will heal you all! Dragon Shell! Healing Circle! All disasters made one! Come forth and heal us of...
Burn in hell! First strike!
All disasters made one! Come forth and heal us of purity!
Watch this!
Maelstrom! It's weakened! All
This
disasters
ends
made
now!
one! Come forth and heal us of purity!
Demon Fang!
Maelstrom! All disasters...
Prepare to be seen!
I never miss!
Dragon
No
Swarm!
further!
Maelstrom! All disasters...
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Do it! Lock! Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang!
All disasters made one! Come on!
Burn! Turtle Light Spear!
Maelstrom!
Not too close to the whole layout does that.
All disasters made one! Come forth and heal us of purity!
Now you see what I can do!
Poodle.
Nah, Ram.
You'll pay for that!
I can do this all day! Healing disasters made one! Come forth and heal us of purity! Thanks! I'll bring you back from death's pit! Dance in the...
Take this! Inferno Punch! Knocked on you!
Dance in the wind!
Sword Ranger!
Guardian's mine!
Inspiration!
I can handle it! I can do this all day! Here's a
Can't
healing
get out
arc!
of this!
Think again! Burn up! Dance in the wind! Air
Can't
thrust!
end here!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air
brought back outfit.
Better! Here, let me help. First aid! Dance in the wind!
All mine!
Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Blah, blah, blah! Air thrust! You get the gist! Air thrust! Hard field! You get the gist! Nail strike!
Take this! Catch it out of this!
I can handle it.
Air thrust!
Far enough! Big blast!
Dance in the wind!
Dragon Force! Hurricane! Try this!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust and ready! This one's mine!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Searing flame! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Don't leave me! All disasters made one! Come forth and heal its security! I'm out of ammo! Nail stroke! Here, let me help! I can do this whole
Ready to go!
Searing flame!
Far enough!
All disasters made of fury! Glacial spear! Here's evil! Nail struck!
Take this!
Here, let me help! Tear you apart!
No! Catch it out of this!
First aid! Not on my watch! Dance in... Wind! Air thrust!
The enemy's on the rope.
We've got him where we want him!
It's time to end this battle.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Now's our chance! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Close one! Dance in the wind! Hurricane strike! All disasters made one! Come forth and heal its impurity! Nail struck! Hurricane strike! Hear my call!
This is some punishment.
All disasters made one! Come forth and heal its impurity! Nail struck! All disasters made one! Come forth and heal its impurity! Nail struck! Glacial close one! Here's evil! Freeze laser! Ready to go! Lunar corruption! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Their arcs were interrupted.
Dance in the wind! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Take care of Mega Ray! Poodle! Come on, eat dirt! You have to hold on! That'll bring you down! Close one! Mega Ray! By the power of water! I'm up! Dance in the wind! Just what the doctor ordered! I'll bring you back from death! I'm ready to go! Resuscitation! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Sorry,
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Magic is there! Air thrust! Air thrust! Here's evil! Hurricane flight! Dance in the wind! I don't even know the word defeat. Think so? Dance in the wind! Here! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! It's time to finish this! Die!
Let's finish this.
Consuming wildfire! Radiant fear! All disasters made one! Come forth and heal its security!
In a bind?
Look sharp! Do it! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Oh, thanks for hosting. Welcome to the stream, guys. Did
Now it's
Dohalim
just
get
her!
his girl back?
Faria! Can you hear me? Faria!
She's preparing another summoning!
The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more.
Dohalim!
Forgive me.
She let a marksman handle it. She plucked that joint clean out of her hand.
Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Shion, please. Can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case...
I'll take her off your hands.
You?
Avakir, what are you doing here?
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about Tarnigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim. Give me some credit. I'll take Faria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
Oh, Dohalim, man, popped up. Man,
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones, if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almeidria. As for Tarnigan, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Indeed. Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim. I know it hurts to hear, but those people are dead. No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that. Forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those already past, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
That's
Gotta
what
keep
living's
pushing
all about.
forward.
Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Shion,
Huh?
thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
I'm glad we could stop Faria without hurting her.
You all did much for her as well. I'm most grateful.
Oh, shit. We're on the same team, right? Let's move on. What is it, Rinwell? Do you hear something again?
Yeah. It's that voice.
The will of Dana's astral energy.
What? There's so much astral energy. But where's it all coming from? It's almost like it's alive.
Oh?
That was the spirit channeling ceremony just now. No, it was more than that.
What the hell was that? It felt like everything was on the brink of... like the whole world was seconds from...
Oblivion. It's the same vision as the one my thorns show me. A vision of impenetrable darkness that swallows up us and everything else.
An empty void. A nothing so complete and dominating that there aren't even words to describe it. The end of time.
The visions of the apocalypse you've been seeing. If I'd known how bad they were,
So, everything we just saw, those were Naori's memories, right?
That's right. It was as if her innermost thoughts were speaking directly to us. At least I know they weren't mine.
That power flowing into her, it reminds me of Shion's thorns. If they're what's responsible for all these visions she's been having, then maybe...
Maybe my thorns are made from that same astral energy?
If that is the case, we just found the missing link between your thorns and what happened here 3 centuries ago. No, more than a link. Perhaps even the very heart of the matter.
I've never felt astral energy so powerful. What was that?
If it's the same energy your thorns are made of, it must be dark astral energy, right? And isn't that something only Renans have?
Correct. dark astral energy is possessed by Renans alone.
And when enough astral energy gathers together, it develops its own form of sentience. If so, maybe that complete oblivion is exactly what the Renan astral energy's will is wishing for. But why?
I don't know. Will can be a pretty vague thing to nail down. It's more of a feeling, just like the will of Dana.
But the will of Dana is made up of astral energy too, right? And if that's what's been showing us these visions... I don't know, should we really be getting so involved with this thing?
Dana's will would never want oblivion.
But you can't say that for sure!
Cut it out, you two. Squabbling over theories will get us nowhere.
Let's keep moving. If it's Dana's will showing us these memories, then I'm as clueless about its motives as any one of us. But if it could lead us to the truth, then I want to find out more.
Shion's right. All we can do is keep going. If these really are Naori's memories we're watching, there could be truths in them I was never aware of. And I think they may be the kinds of truths I need to confront if we're going to keep fighting.
I'm sorry about what I said earlier. Come on, let's go.
Finally, we begin to understand what the thorns are.
Do we though? That astral energy. So guys, you got an excuse to coughing sometimes? My grandfather would be watching. He coughs.
Yes, and their source. A ceremony that occurred 3 centuries ago.
But we still don't know how to get rid of them. I just hope we can find a way. Soon, we might very well learn the truth behind Shion's thorns, as well as my own past. I have to be ready to face anything. Whatever happens, I'm determined to save Shion and Dana.
Come on, man.
Hold up, you guys.
What is it?
I want to look through that room over there. I'm curious what we'll find.
That's the room you visited in your past, right? Sure. We can check it out. This looks like some kind of research facility.
The laboratory secreted away in the Forbidden Zone. Why am I past being surprised at this point?
Looks pretty deserted.
Let's check it out. It might give us a new lead.
Let's see.
I think I can make this work.
Well, can you make head or tail of it?
These are experiment records, by the looks of it. Reams of them, dating back hundreds of years. Let's see. A composite being capable of controlling Danan astral energy, so as to convert its molecular and elemental makeup. The creation of a governing central figure, taking the form of a Danan. Codename Sovereign.
Sovereign!
Wait, there's more. Research into utilizing force field crystals for the purpose of stable astral energy containment. That must be the Master Cores. With all this raw data, There's bound to be records here somewhere about the Maiden and the Lords, too.
About the Lords? Why would they be on there?
Think about it. The Lord's crests are clearly of a piece with those of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. Not to mention the fact that the contenders to the crown are selected from otherwise regular Renan citizens. In other words, it may be that all Renans are unwittingly being made subject to some kind of grand scheme.
What about the Sovereign? Does it say anything else?
Where do I start? All I've read so far is the headlines. There's so much here. To sift through all of it would require specialized... Wait.
What is it? Did you find something?
It's a list of names, with the title, Test Subjects, Sovereign. It's your call.
Read it.
There must be dozens of test subjects listed here. Hundreds even. All of them failures. Wait, I think I've found one that was successful. Test subject number 1273. Ethnicity, NA. Unique Adjustment Index, Generation, NA. Given name, Alphen.
They re-engineered me. Right here in this lab.
Alphen.
It's fine, really. What about the others? Was I the only one?
Test subject number 10105. Ethnicity, NA. Unique Adjustment Index, Generation, NA. Given name, Volron.
Volron? But that means...
He's only
Oh, that was
sovereign
your
because
brother?
someone made him that way too.
He's the last one. In 3 centuries worth of records, you and Volron are the only 2 subjects on whom the experiment was a success.
But what about the winners of the crown contests? Does this mean that none of them were ever crowned sovereign after all?
Upon victory, the Sovereign shall return to Rena and rule over Rena and Lenegis combined. When a new Sovereign is decided, the outgoing monarch shall relinquish their post and live out the rest of their days on Rena. So we were told. But according to these records, there have only ever been 2 Sovereigns, neither of whom had anything to do with the crown contest. It's all lies, including the part about the Sovereign residing in Rena. The crown contest was never about deciding a new ruler. It must always have been devised for some other purpose.
But even supposing that's true, someone must have been in charge for the past 3 centuries, right? If it wasn't the Sovereign,
Yeah.
then who was it?
Yeah, this place looked too clean.
Crown
for
contests
y'all
have been
to
held
tell
this
me.
whole time, in spite of the fact that there was already a Sovereign. Me. Meaning that for the past 300 years, someone out there has to have been maintaining that lie. The same person I'm willing to bet is behind all this.
The Red Woman?
It's possible. But that doesn't necessarily mean she's the mastermind behind this scheme. She could be working for someone else. Someone back on the Renan homeworld.
Either way, it's fair to say she's definitely involved somehow.
What about the data records? Is there no other information that could help us?
Not that I can see. Just file upon file of experiment results. There's nothing here about who's behind all this, or what their endgame is, unfortunately. I've barely managed to scratch the surface, mind you. You won't be able to read through it all, but you're welcome to take a look through what you can, while we're here.
I'll do that.
So this is where Alphen became the Sovereign. Volron as well. The significance of this location would suggest...
Hey, it looks like the terminals in here turned on too.
We should look through them. They might... contain valuable information.
That's crazy. This area was shut down.
Naori, I...
Don't talk. I have to do this. I gave you my word that I'd help you return to Dana. The next time you open your eyes, you'll be home.
But you...
My place is here with my people. I still have a duty to fulfill. I'm sorry for what you've endured. Rena never should have dragged you into this. It's not your burden to bear.
But...
The mask contains a sedative. It should keep your mind from tearing itself apart any further. Let yourself go to sleep. This should help with the pain. Time to go, Elfin. Farewell.
Naori...
His injuries are worse than I thought. Short-term treatment isn't going to cut it. I'll have to switch the healing pod to long-term hibernation mode. The chance of surviving hibernation's less than 10%? And worse,
It's alright,
long-term
though.
use of the mask carries a high risk of damaging his mind and nervous system. But... If I don't head back, Lenegis will be nothing but ashes, and this starship along with it. I don't know if I can fulfill my promise to you, Alphen. But if doing this will grant you even the slightest chance, I have to try. I hope it's enough. Please, live for me, Alphen.
That vision. It must have been from when Naori helped Alphen escape Lenegis.
She sure went above and beyond the call of duty.
Even with Lenegis crumbling down around her, she chose to stay put with her people.
So that's why you lost your memories and sense of pain, and why you were asleep for that whole time. It was all the result of one agonizing decision Naori made to save your life.
Yeah. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't even be alive today. I owe her everything. More than I could ever hope to repay.
Now that you know how she felt, how do you plan on honoring her wishes?
She kept her promise. If the Renan people she fought so desperately to protect are at risk from a malevolent force, then I owe it to her to carry on her fight. Naori was the one who put that mask on me. It made me Iron Mask.
She did it to prevent your soul
Wow,
from tearing
Naori
itself
saved
apart.
him.
She knew you might lose your memories and sense of pain as a result. But more than anything, she wanted you to survive. And you did.
Are you just going to keep standing around or what?
Sorry, I'm just getting prepped over here.
Alright, I'm back. Oh
Tell me,
no!
And what skill?
You know,
I'm afraid I don't quite follow.
I do. Look imposing and speak in a deep...
I would never stoop to such scandalous tricks. Any feelings of intimidation?
so there.
Now you've got me curious. Is there special...
Let's see. An obsession with...
If you've a bone to pick with me, it'd be quicker to just come out and say it.
What? They look up to you, that's all. I'm just...
Hey! What's got into Alvin and Law all of a sudden?
I hope you're willing to take the blame for this one.
I wasn't expecting them to take me so serious.
So this is where they started the project? And I gotta have you treated. Alright.
This place. We've seen this in one of Naori's memories.
Of course. After 300 years, this is where it was held. The spirit channeling ceremony. This is where the Renis Alma was.
So this is the place where you and Naori...
The Renis Alma isn't here now. Nor is the Red Woman, it seems.
I know it's difficult, Alphen, but there will be time to dwell on the past later. For now, we need to keep moving. Come on.
Naori?
What is this? Is it the work of Dana's will again?
It's been a year since the ceremony. That day, I shut away inside of myself the power that caused Alphen to lose control. Since then, my visions of the future have grown more and more fearsome.
Is this another memory? No, it's different this time. It's like she's speaking directly to us.
What we did back then. Not so much as a day passes when I don't think about it. About what was done to us. All in the name of a ceremony. The purpose of which we were never even told. As Sovereign, they linked Alphen's consciousness to Lenegis itself. The Renis Alma was intended to control his power, lest anything should slip through its cracks. That day, as Maiden, my role was to temper his power. I was meant to guide it forth, and give shape to the strength inside of him.
Linked to Lenegis itself? But then, everything that's been happening...
But that power showed me a vision. A vision of oblivion. When I realized that vision was a prophecy of the apocalypse we were about to unleash, I couldn't go through with it. But without a maiden, the ceremony was doomed. Alphen lashed out, his consciousness no longer his own. I did what I could. Using my abilities as the maiden, I tried to seal that power away inside of me. But it was too late. Lenegis had already been brought to its knees. Thousands upon thousands of lives so cruelly snuffed out. All because of me. Because of what I had done. With the destructive force now slumbering inside of me, I knew I had to find a way to dispose of it. Anything to make up for my failure. But I didn't know how. Especially since that power was astral energy itself. In which case, ironically enough, the Renis Alma seemed to be my best bet. That, at least, would hold the astral energy dormant. Assuming that no malevolent third party got to it first. With the Sovereign and Maiden's combined power, perhaps I could shift the chaotic energy inside me into the Renis Alma instead.
That's just what Xion was trying to do.
That's what I hoped, but alas, it was not to be. The Renis Alma was lost, and Alphen, the Sovereign, was in a starship bound for Dana. My only choice was to seal away the destructive force inside of me using my powers as the Maiden, to buy the world what little time I could. The time needed for a new Renis Alma to be crafted, and for a new Sovereign to appear. Even if by doing so, it meant I would be passing the curse on to my descendants as well. Please, forgive me. I never meant to burden the future world with this threat too. I only wish that there was something more I could have done.
Wait, you can't just...
Naori. I ain't gonna hold. That's tough, bruh.
Naori.
That message just now, was it directly from Naori? Or was it the Dahnan voice speaking through her?
What?
These are the clothes that Naori and I wore during the ceremony 3 centuries ago.
So you're saying this is the Maiden's outfit?
That's right. These clothes are designed to resonate with the Sovereign and Maiden's abilities. They focus and enhance them.
And they appeared now because...
Naori must have left them here for the new Sovereign and Maiden, knowing the day would come when they would need them in their fight against the Thorns.
These outfits are directly linked to the answers we've been chasing this whole time. If they're here, it must mean it was Naori's will for us to find those answers as well.
Locating the Renis Alma would allow us to neutralize the dark astral energy inside Xion, thereby silencing her thorns. Is that what Naori's suggesting?
It makes sense. After all, Master Cores and Spirit Vessels are both able to prevent the astral energy inside them from developing sentience. By that logic, it would stand to reason that the Renis Alma would have the same ability on a larger scale.
We have a Maiden and Sovereign. Now all we need is the Renis Alma, and we'll finally be able to free you of your thorns. Xion.
It's possible? You really think so?
I do. We can rid you of your thorns and stop the world from falling to oblivion.
However, the spirit channeling ceremony already failed once. Even if our goal is different this time, we can't be sure the same thing won't happen again. We should take care not to be too optimistic.
You're right. It's the barest sliver of a chance. But if there's even the slightest hope it can work, I'm willing to stake everything I've got on it.
I know it's too early to let myself feel relieved, but I just can't seem to help it. Just hearing there's the slightest chance, even though I know the world's still in great peril. It's selfish of me, I know, but still.
No, it isn't! You found hope to believe in. It'd be strange if you weren't over the moon about it.
Rinwell's right. We can rid you of your curse and still save the world at the same time.
Thank you. Naori entrusted us with the fate of all humanity. Now, it's up to us to prove that trust was well placed.
Starting with a little game called Hunt the Renis Alma.
Yeah, we've come all this way. Now we just need to search Lenegis and Rena until we find it.
Yeah! We can protect the world and save Xion at the same time!
I too shall lend my services. My knowledge of Renan lore is bound to be a useful asset.
And they say modesty is dead.
Miracles just seem to follow wherever you go, huh?
How do you know it's me they're following? We're all in this together, Xion. You included. Now let's get moving, shall we? Last I heard, we had an apocalypse to stop. Thank you, Naori. So Naori sealed away the power that made me lose control of myself. She stopped my rampage and saved my life. But then, that power she'd sealed away was passed down to you. I'm so sorry, Xion. It's my fault that you're cursed.
You're wrong.
Sight.
What happened to you was because of the ceremony, and Naori's attempt to stop Oblivion. You paid a heavy price for it, and then fell asleep for 300 years. The reason you lost your memories.
Is the reason for your curse.
The thorns.
It all leads back to them. But once they're gone, we can finally put an end to all this.
When my thorns are gone, I never dared to dream that such a thing could be possible. No. The truth is, I think maybe I've always been dreaming about a life without my thorns. The touch of my family, or playing with my friends, holding hands with Rinwell, or giving Law a deserved smack, embracing everyone. All the normal things that people do together. I always wished I could experience them for myself and finally know what they were like. Is it really okay for me to believe it can happen? I'm so scared of getting my hopes up. What if it doesn't work out in the end, and...
That's not going to happen. I'm here to make sure it won't. Forget fate or destiny or anything else. We're going to live a normal life. There are a lot of things you still want to do, right?
Yeah.
Yo,
You're right.
I might.
It's such a strange feeling. I know that we've still got plenty of fighting up ahead. And it's for my sake. So I can live.
You're worth fighting for.
I believe you, Alphen.
Good. I'll keep on fighting. For as long as it takes. Until our future
We know.
is finally in our hands.
Oh, she can cook with this power? Bro. Alright. Upgrade. Let me see. Yeah, this is the right way. This is the way we need to go. Let's go! The maiden. Okay, she. You look better than Naori, though, girl. I see you. Anyway, alright. Let's go. Man, I'm worried about this fight. He about to throw us into.
That's quite some door, all right. This might finally be it. The heart of the beast.
We'll find the Renis Alma and the Red Woman inside, right?
We might.
After everything we've been through to get here, they damn well better be.
Oh, hold
We'll
on.
probably be needing you to open this one for us, Sovereign.
Go for it, Alphen.
Hey, do your homework.
This is it, guys. Time to see what secrets are in store.
Ah!
CC, what happened? Oh, I gotta. There it is. Oh, this might be the last fight, y'all. Oh, this really might. Oh, look at y'all looking like the goats. This really might be the last fight, you guys. I feel like he's already gonna come out swinging. You see what I'm saying? I need to say word for words. But her Lord Jack. Alright, make Alphen the leader. We need her. We need her. We need her. I don't know, man. It's bad. Caution to the wind. That's fine. Let's go, B. I ain't even want to start it. I was just looking up. Hey. Right there.
Volron! He really was still alive.
And there's the Renis Alma. Then, is this another spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know, man.
Wait, though. Something doesn't seem right here.
Place. Oh, once more. The powers must be united. Born from the fires of chaos, the world does seek its rightful state. All must be sacrificed in the heart of Rena.
Oh man, they got him dopey.
What has happened to him? He's lost himself, reduced to a mere cog in the machine.
Hey, look! Over there!
Isn't that the Maiden's crest?
Can it be that this entire chamber is meant to act as a substitute for the Maiden?
It looks like it's still running, but are we already too late to stop the ceremony?
Oh wow, they started the ceremony without
That's
the
what
maiden.
caused Lenegis' transformation. And the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dana.
But for what purpose? What could possibly need astral energy on that sort of scale?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dana's energy. That said, we should retrieve the Renis Alma. Because right now, we need that most of all.
That's the only thing we can do, can we?
He's not gonna lunge at us out of nowhere, right?
Not the time, Law.
Alphen, look!
The Red Woman! So we finally found you. I have a lot of questions for you.
Wait!
What?
They all have the same face? How is that even possible? What is this?
Who the hell are they?
It can't... Are they even people?
It's hard to know for sure, but I think they're the true rulers of Rena.
They're not feeling particularly targeted.
Oh
It's no use, Alphen. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting ducks here.
Good point. Let's stop them before this gets out of hand.
Dance in the wind! Here! All disasters may one!
Here's a healer! I can handle it!
I could do this all day.
Not today!
Water! Dance in the wind!
Watch it!
Spread!
Denied!
Dance in the wind!
You picked the wrong fight!
Dance in the wind! Dance in the wind! Magic attack!
gotta get low out of this.
In a
Here's a
bind.
healing arc. First aid.
Does it. Eat this. Rising up.
Tear you
today.
apart. Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Dance in the wind. First aid.
Yeah, Law is literally about to waste all of my points before I even get to use them.
Not on my watch. Dance in the wind. And air thrust. Annihilate all disasters made one. Don't treat me. Healers of purity. I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss. I can handle it. Sorry. I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss. This one's mine. Denied. Crescent, I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss. Resuscitation. I've still got some.
First of all, why are they hitting me so hard? That's what I don't like. Hold on. Switch.
Eruption. Hurricane.
You require no further.
Maelstrom. Burning strike.
Shield from calamity.
Here's a healing all disasters.
Their arcs were interrupted.
Armor won't save you.
Hear me. Flame of steel. Burning strike. Come over. Here's the heal. Freeze Lancer.
Piercing roll.
All disasters made one.
This
Come
one's
forth
mine.
the helix of purity. Maelstrom. Damn it.
Going on your knees.
Hurricane strike. All disasters made one.
Resonate with the earth.
All disasters made one. Come forth the helix of purity.
Come on.
Maelstrom. Where are you going? Lunar corruption. All disasters made
Brilliant
one.
break shall break this night.
All disasters made
Going in.
back into the fray.
That's it.
Maelstrom. Here's evil.
Execution. Resonate with the earth.
Let me go.
Can't get out of this. Appreciate the
All
help.
disasters made one. Come forth the helix of purity. Reload. Maelstrom. Inferno. Out of ammo.
Guardian field.
All disasters made one. Come forth the helix of purity. Maelstrom.
They ain't working though, they ain't.
This one's mine. All disasters made one.
Shattering of pieces. Attack time.
Lunar Maelstrom.
By denied.
Water.
Stop it.
This one is mine. This one's mine.
Heal.
All disasters made one. Come forth the helix of purity. Out of ammo. Maelstrom.
So that mess.
Prepare to be seized. In a bind.
All disasters made one. Come forth the helix of purity. Freeze Lancer.
Guardian shield.
Close one. All disasters made one. Come forth the helix of
Take
purity.
this.
Maelstrom.
Off out of that benediction.
Reload.
I can carve through armor.
Going in. Inferno crossing. By the power of water.
As much as I don't want to use this, I think I might have to. Oh, but I still. Still got heavy tree.
That's what the doctor ordered. Out of ammo. That'll bring you down.
Glacial fire.
All disasters made one. Come forth the helix of purity. Maelstrom. Mega ray.
You require
Guardian field.
in a
Probably bring Alvin back. That's.
bind. All right.
Here's a healing arc. First aid. Close one. Hurricane strike. All disasters made one. Come forth the helix of purity.
Anything in armor is all mine.
Fury flame. Hear me. Flame of fury. Hurricane strike.
Getting piles on.
Close one. Take this.
I couldn't make it in time.
First aid. sorry to trouble you. They do the same for me. Maelstrom! Corruption! All disaster! Ow!
Oh man. That was unnecessary.
Alright, let me bring you back from death to all disasters made one! I don't have much left! The helix of purity!
My pride was my down.
Ignite! Mega Ray!
Dance on the wind!
Where are you going? Ready! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
You picked the wrong foot! Take this! Elusive deity! You picked the wrong fight!
All disasters!
I can carve through armor!
Dance in the wind! Going in! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! It's time to finish this!
That's right,
Die!
Shishi.
Consuming wildfire! Here I go! I'm only getting started! All disasters made one! Here I go!
Hold on. Down to...
Going in!
Resonate with the earth! In a bind?
All disasters made one! Come forth!
This is my fault.
Maelstrom!
Everlasting sun!
All disasters made one! Come forth, the helix of purity! Maelstrom! Annihilation! Back into the fray!
It's go time!
I never miss! Radiant Pierce! Maelstrom!
Not today! I can carve through armor!
You're mine! All disasters!
Rending you a bloody
Gemini Aqua! Mega Ray!
captivity!
Let's see.
All disasters made one! Come forth, the helix of purity!
In your hands now.
Maelstrom! You have to hold on! All disasters made one! Come forth, the helix of purity!
Do it!
Maelstrom!
You picked the wrong fight!
Not in your dreams! All disasters made one! Come forth, the helix of purity!
The planet my guard down. Yours to be let free.
Just what the doctor ordered!
Shattering of teeth! Attack time!
Why is the first thing y'all run and go do is get in the way?
All disasters made one!
I'll
Come
smash
forth,
you!
the helix
Come
of
on!
purity!
Burn!
That's enough! Maelstrom!
Burn! Severing wind!
Lightning! Downfall!
Demon Fang!
All disasters made one! Come forth, the helix of purity!
What you feel?
All disasters made one!
Rising
Come
Weapon!
forth, the helix
Easter!
of purity!
I'll finish you here and now!
Maelstrom! Out of ammo!
Talon Hurricane! Severing wind!
All disasters made one! Come forth, the helix of purity! Maelstrom!
Eat this! Talon Storm! What?
All disasters made one! Come forth, the helix of purity! Maelstrom! I never miss!
Double Demon Fang!
Mega Ray!
Too much!
All disasters made one!
I know.
Demon
Come
Fang!
forth, the helix of
This should do it!
Maelstrom!
Can do it! Demon Fang! Burn in hell!
Spread!
Now you see what I can do!
Glacial Fear! Here's the evil! I'm all stopped up! All disasters made one! Come forth, the helix of purity! Pierce! Maelstrom!
Demon Fang!
Lunar corruption! By the power of God! All disasters made one! Come forth, the helix of purity!
Pierce through!
All disasters made one! Come forth, the helix of purity! Annihilation! Maelstrom!
Double Demon
it! Move! Don't give up! All Radiant Pierce! All disasters made one! Come forth and heal its purity! I'm out of ammo! Maelstrom! I'm all stopped up! Annihilation! Mega Ray!
Shattering of pieces! Attack time!
All disasters made one! Come forth and heal its purity! Maelstrom! Searing flame! Resolve! Not on my watch! Searing flame! All disasters made one! Come forth and heal its purity! Maelstrom! Searing flame! Reload!
Ooh, GG.
Damn it! Out of ammo! All disasters made one! Come forth and heal its purity! Take care of...
Here we go. Oh, we're gonna pay for this.
Alright.
That's much better.
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
Watch it.
Freeze Lancer!
Talon Hurricane.
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Let the marksman handle this! Water, hear my call! Spread! Searing Tempest! Enact thy will! Flare to... Water, hear my call!
It's go time. Armor won't save you.
Water, hear my call! Spread! Glacial Spear, pierce evil! Freeze Lancer! Glacial Spear, pierce evil!
Come on, y'all.
Freeze Lancer! Glacial Spear! Glacial Spear, pierce evil! Freeze Lancer!
I've let you all down.
Glacial Spear, pierce evil! Freeze Lancer! Glacial Spear, pierce evil! Think again! Glacial Spear, pierce evil! Freeze Lancer! Glacial Spear, pierce evil! Freeze Lancer! Glacial Spear, pierce evil! Freeze Lancer! Glacial Spear, pierce evil! Freeze
on,
Lancer!
man. Hold up. Hold up, hold up.
Glacial Spear, pierce evil! Glacial... Spear, pierce evil! Ready to go! Freeze Lancer! Glacial Spear, Glacial Spear, pierce evil! Freeze Lancer! Glacial Spear, pierce... Glacial Spear, pierce evil! Freeze Lancer! Glacial Spear, pierce... Glacial Spear, pierce evil! How's this? Prime, let's give it a whirl! How's this? Toxicity! I'm never fixed! Glacial Spear, pierce evil! Freeze Lancer!
Almost got him,
Glacial Spear! Glacial Spear, pierce evil! Freeze Lancer!
You stop playing before you mess around and actually die.
Ready to go!
Damn.
Ready to go! Glacial Spear, pierce evil! Freeze Lancer! 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 Water, hear my call! spread!
Alright, back to it.
Glacial Spear, pierce evil! Glacial Spear, pierce evil! Freeze Lancer! Glacial Spear, pierce evil! Freeze Lancer! Glacial Spear, pierce evil! Freeze Lancer! Glacial Spear, pierce evil!
Woo. We will
Ready to go!
win this. CC.
Freeze Lancer! Glacial Spear, pierce evil! Freeze Lancer! Think again! Ready to go! Glacial Spear, pierce evil! Freeze Lancer! Glacial Spear, pierce evil! Freeze Lancer! Primed and ready! Where are you going? Glacial Spear, pierce evil! Freeze Lancer! Glacial Spear, pierce evil! Freeze Lancer! Glacial Spear! Glacial Spear, pierce evil! Glacial Spear, pierce evil! Think again! Glacial Spear, pierce evil! Glacial Spear, pierce evil! Freeze Lancer! Lost! Get toasty!
Get him.
Burn Strike!
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. We actually did it.
Surrender! Fighting is useless now!
Do you think it's really over?
I doubt it.
Astral energy. Watch out! They've got something up their sleeve!
What?
It's self-destructed?
Alphen!
I'm okay. Just a little roughed up.
You had me worried there.
Who said you could touch that?
Damn it! He's awake!
I should have thought as much. So you know this place? Naturally. It was built for me, after all. We'll save that for another time. More pressing is how I'm going to tear you apart. Even after all this time, you still insist on hating me? You cut me down. Sovereign or not, you will pay for that.
You're obviously bluffing. You can't even move right now.
Really, is that what you think?
He move, I'm fucked. I go up. Man.
Did you really think that such a petty device could hold me?
Are you going to claim it's because you're a ruler? Be it sovereigns or lords. In the end, they're all titles given by someone else.
Plus, what kind of ruler would spend all his time chasing Alphen, who happens to be another sovereign?
Idle prattle. I proved my worth and the Sovereign's powers were granted to me.
Were they really? We already know the title of Sovereign doesn't denote royalty. It is but an overblown codename for those with a designated part to play in these proceedings. You mentioned before that you were not the only one stolen from Dana, correct?
Yeah. There were countless. And every one of them besides me died.
All of those failed experiments, and they still kept going back to Dana. There must have been some vital reason their subject had to specifically be a Danan. Then there were the records we found in the library, for you and Volron. They were logged 300 years apart, and yet the data they took from you was exactly the same. Which leads us to a single conclusion.
Then you mean Voron was kidnapped just like Alphen? But then he became a
slave from Dana. Just like us. Isn't that right, Volron?
So he posed as a Renan and caused all that suffering to his own people?
How could you? If you knew the pain of being a slave, why would you inflict that upon others?
Renan and Danan are meaningless distinctions. Me and everyone else. That is all that matters. I will stand above all others and take what is rightfully mine, starting with this.
I go to Red Lady.
A red woman?
Another one?
Give your master back on Rena this message. No one makes a fool of me. Let them know I'll make them suffer.
Don't do it!
Serenus Alma!
It's too late. You can't stay here.
We need to go. Alphen!
Wait a minute.
Go. But know I will be your shadow no matter where you try to run.
Let's go.
Never forget, I am the one who devours everything. Who answers to neither spirit nor man. My word is law. I am.
Are you two okay?
Yeah. We'll be fine.
Is
I guess
Volron...
he's dead.
Have we finally seen the last of him?
We can but hope.
I think so.
Those red women. What the heck was their deal?
What are
Could
they?
they be the ones behind all this? The same ones who put those soldiers in Faria in a trance?
What, those brainless things? Either way, they've done a runner with the Renus Alma. Damn it, that's the second time now!
Whatever's stolen from us, we'll steal it back. The future's ours to protect. And right now, those things are what's standing in our way. We can head them off at Rena.
Did you say Rena?
Volron mentioned a master of theirs holed up in the motherland somewhere.
If that monstrous form's their true identity, I shudder to think who they take orders from.
Yeah. There's a good chance it's not human. That's for sure.
So this thing over on Rena, that's what's really behind all this, huh?
They have the Renasolma in their grasp already, so it's unlikely they'll have cause to return to Dana. I agree that Rena's our best shot.
Then we're agreed. Let's head back to the starship.
But seriously, I was not expecting Volron to actually be here.
He seemed to care not one whit about Renan's or Danan's.
Yeah, not in a good way like with us.
I swear, I just want to be able to fast travel. I don't got nothing to fight all of these goons again. Items. Like, what? Alright, let me fight my way back. Damn.
It's on!
Now you'll learn!
I won't show you any mercy! All disasters made one! Come forth and heal its security! Ready to go!
This one's mine!
It's weakened!
This ain't
All disasters made one!
it!
forth the helix of purity!
Far enough! Ready and ready! Hey! Blow them away!
Take it!
Now you see what I can do! Yeah! And the pummeling to me! Inferno punch!
Don't give up!
I'll run you through!
All disasters made one! Come forth the helix of purity!
You're mine!
Maelstrom!
I'm on it! Helen Hurricane!
All disasters made
Eat this!
ready!
I'll finish you here and now!
All disasters made one!
You're
Come
mine!
forth the helix of purity! Maelstrom!
Rending you resonate with the earth! In a bind?
Nothing gets by me!
Resonate with the earth!
All disasters made one!
Stalagmite!
Come forth the helix
your
of purity! All disasters made one!
Resonate with
Come
the earth!
forth the helix of
Stalagmite! On your
Now for something special!
I'll smash you!
Damn it, Medic!
Stalagmite!
Dance in the wind!
You just called me an emphatic.
Rending you a bloody
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
negative death!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Blackened blade!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind!
Bloody
Air
howling!
thrust!
On your
Here goes!
You're mine!
It's in your hands now.
Leave the chargers to me!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! All disasters... Maelstrom! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Magic advance! Air thrust!
ready and raring!
Not in your dreams!
I can carve through armor!
All disasters! Come forth the helix of purity!
We may be a touch beyond our depth.
We barely got a look at the thing.
Yeah. Whew.
What the? When did it get pitch dark all of a sudden?
The lights are all out. Think it has something to do with the explosion back in the Forbidden Zone? Doe?
You two.
Faria, Avakir. Thank goodness you're safe.
Avakir filled me in about everything. About how I ambushed you all.
She doesn't remember a thing, so she really was being controlled.
He told me about Tarnagin, too. Is it true?
What difference does it make? What's done is done.
Stop casting me
Right.
off, just for once!
Faria, not now. It can wait. Dohalim, Lenegus is in grave peril.
So I can see.
It's the city's core reactor. It's damaged. Some of the basic systems we've managed to keep online, but complete restoration's still a way off.
You're an elite technician, though. You can fix it, right?
If so, then what's the problem?
Panic's begun to set in among the citizens. Until now, whenever something like this happened, the Sovereign would issue a decree. But this time, not so much as a peep. Any longer, and we run the risk of riots breaking out before we can get things back up and running.
Forget the Sovereign. I doubt you'll be hearing from him anytime soon.
What's that supposed to mean? Do you know something I don't?
Suffice it to say, the Sovereign isn't the kind of ruler we thought he was. That is, if he ever even existed, which is looking doubtful at this stage.
Are you out of your mind? Why, if people knew that a lord such as yourself was whispering such blasphemy, they'd—
There's no time to explain now. It sounds like we need to find a way to keep Lenegis from spiraling out of control.
We need to stop that riot.
But how do we do that?
Riots feed on discontent and unrest, right? So if we want to keep the peace, we just need to put people's minds at ease.
At ease? Like by letting them hear directly from someone they trust. That's it. Who's the highest-ranking person in Lenegis right now?
Lenegis wouldn't have a next in line. After all, you said the Sovereign rules over everyone directly, right?
Correct. The closest thing to an authority figure would be a lord. And the only one left is... Ah. Very well then. Avakir, you mentioned a few facilities were still online. Which ones?
That.
Why hasn't the Sovereign said anything?
Please, won't somebody explain what's going on?
Is it over? What's going to happen to all of us?
Heed me now, fellow Renans of Lenegis. It is I, Lord Dohalim Ilkaris of Elda Menancia.
Look up there! It's Lord Dohalim!
Hold on! He should be in the crown contest! Shouldn't he? Why isn't the Sovereign talking to us?
The Sovereign is seeing to other matters right now. In my capacity as Lord, I speak to you in his stead. You're afraid. As people so often are when faced with the unknown. I hope you'll allow me to put your fears to rest. The city's core reactor has experienced a malfunction. However, we have our top engineers attending to the matter, and things will soon be back to normal. I know that you feel abandoned, perhaps more scared and alone than ever before. But I ask you all to keep one thing in mind. You are Lenegis, not the lords and sovereign. The solidarity of its citizens is the mortar that holds it together. If we don't allow ourselves to be distracted by our differences, if we put our hearts and minds together and stand as one, I am confident we will find new hope. I would be honored to stand with you. Not as a person of loftier rank, but as another human being among many. I hope that you'll lend me your strength, for if we can persevere as one, I know a bright tomorrow awaits.
We got everything back up and running. See? Look at that.
Your speech seems to have done the trick. Looks like the city won't be descending into chaos after all.
I only pray the relief will tide the city over for the time being.
What you said earlier, about the Sovereign possibly not even existing, was it true?
It's still too premature to say with any certainty, but I believe so. This whole time, this world we've been fed was a lie. Built on nothing but falsehoods.
But it can't all have been...
I can believe it. After everything I saw in the Forbidden Zone, what they did to Faria, it's the only explanation that makes sense.
But what about hierarchy, Avakir? Authority? The very foundations of Renan society? How can we live without someone to guide us?
I'd say we found someone capable of doing just that, wouldn't you?
can't be serious.
I have business I must take care of first. But once everything is over, I shall return. But not as your sovereign, nor as a leader the likes of which the people here are used to, I think.
But how else do you propose to rule?
I'm not sure yet. All I have is a feeling that here in Lenegis, a new dawn is on the verge of breaking. One in which people won't be judged by birthright or on the power of their astral arts, but on other things. More important things. Things like, oh, I don't know, musical talent, for example.
When I bumped into you after all those years, I said you were no different. But I was wrong. Truth is, you were always different. I feel like maybe now I can finally begin to accept Tarnigan's death. To see a future.
You go finish whatever it is you've got to do. I'll hold down the fort here in Lenegis till you get back.
Thank you.
I guess you're not going to make it to Menancia for the foreseeable future, huh?
Indeed. Forgive me.
The people of Elda Menancia can look after themselves just fine. It's the ones here on Lenegis who need someone to guide them. Besides, with you leading the people here, it'll help
Alright,
spread the
after
idea
this,
of coexistence
I'm gonna
beyond Menancia's borders that much faster.
Sounds like you're in it for the long haul.
How could I not be, after the second chance that I've been granted? From this day forth, I shall dedicate myself to the future inhabitants of this world. Though the memories of the departed shall remain forever in my heart.
Remember, you're going to be leading the people here, not ruling them.
True enough. Whatever would I do without you, Kisara?
With or without her, I suspect you're gonna have your hands full when the time comes. We should be heading back to the ship. Business on Rena awaits.
Nice.
Looks like the people of Lenegis can rest easy.
I couldn't have done it without your words of encouragement, Law.
Hey, you're the one who made the speech.
I think everybody can share the credit here.